Hello everyone, my name is DeadFire and welcome back to Pillars of Eternity 2 DeadFire. Yes, last episode we've arrived at Neketaka. Well, before that we arrived Neketaka, had a little show of our godly awesomeness and took a little stroll on the city and chat with the queen who is not here. And we gain a new friend in the group, Miawa, who we have to talk to.
I know exactly what you're thinking.
Miawa folds her arms and clicks her tongue against the roof of her mouth. Sincerely, I doubt it.
Doubt is healthy. We can work with doubt.
Okay, let's go with that.
You're asking yourself, how did I let the Royal DeadFire Company plant an informant in my crew?
I think, yeah, well... He goes quietly.
My superiors might expect me to report in from time to time, but don't read too much into it. You're not the only big thing happening around here.
I think, yeah.
I'm in this for a lot of information, a little diplomacy, and plenty of target practice.
She opens her palms and shrugs. I think you are just because you want to get away with the diplomacy, away from that. At least you're upfront about spying on me.
Better that you hear it from me than someone else, right?
Well, yeah, it's kind of good.
The company isn't in the business of reassigning officers outside of the mission unless they've got a damn good reason.
Okay.
And you are a damn good reason.
Thank you.
Take the
I'll
compliment.
take it as a compliment. I'm seeking out as I want no part with training company drama.
Then I look forward to seeing how long it takes before you find yourself in someone's back
Let's hope
pocket.
I won't be in anybody's back pocket.
Oh, guess you ought to meet the bird. Ishi is smarter than he looks, but don't expect him to do any
He
tricks.
nods towards the colorful bird of prey hopping around your ankles.
Ishi, come.
Maya taps her arm with the two fingers and clicks her tongue again.
That's a good-looking bird.
Eda raises one hand and wiggles his index finger.
Hey, birdie. Hey, birdie.
Ishiza shows no sign of recognition towards Mia or Eda. Ishiza simply claws at the ground, investigating some bugs a few graces hops away. Click your tongue like Miawa. What? Oh, resourcefulness. Cocking his head, Ishiza turns you with a mixture of curiosity and skepticism. As you would think a bird would do if you touch him.
Takes practice before he'll listen to you properly, but that's a good
Good,
start.
thank you. Haha, Eder nods at Ishiza, who bobs his head in response. Eder nods twice, and the large bird replies with two head boops. Eder begins to tilt his head up and down, Ishiza following it vigorously. Full body bobs. Encouraging Eder starts bouncing his own body up and down, which point Ishiza stops bouncing and watches Eder cocked-eyed curiously.
Did your friend suffer
Oh
a
yeah,
head wound?
he fell down the stairs. Well, it was a long stair. Ayawa frowns at Eda.
Before we get into deeper waters, I've got a question.
Yes, Eda dropped on the stairs.
You've got a ship and a title. Being captain means more than just wearing a big hat. A lot of tough calls to
I
be
don't
made.
wear a hat. Sorry for being a party pooper. I'm figuring it out as I go, but yes.
A crew can be like family. They can also be like a nest of squalling infants.
Yeah.
Let's say your galley cook was fixing to organize the rest of the crew into a mutiny. How would you handle it?
Actually, if she had a better grasp on the moral, I would cede command until we made the port. I will cease to command until we light a fuse leading to black powder and leap over the railing. I would get ahead of the problem and compromise with the crew.
Sort it out as equals.
Yeah.
Interesting. Of course, the only right answer is the one that works in a given time and place. I just wanted to hear yours.
Okay. Ever strive the mutiny yourself, soldier?
Mostly preemptive measures. We try to pull the weeds before they reach the
Okay.
garden. But enough about me. Glad to be aboard, Captain.
Good, let's be off. Yao takes your arm and gives a good bump. Okay, let's go. I mean, everybody. Let's go. Let's get the friggity frog out of here. To adventure! Because that's what we do in this channel. We do adventures. Let's see now. Mojave Estate, One's Luxuries, Akano's Estate, Lady Pero's Estate, a lot of estates in here. What was the magician actually doing? Oh yeah, the undergrowth, yeah. Hidden cavern hidden in from the authorities. Okay. How on urban? How? Well, let's go in here. We'll have a lot of Neketaka to explore. Sacred stairs, the gullet. I think this is actually. I didn't find any inn. Well, let's take the journey because day or two we have to take some rest. Rest, I think. Well, not. Yes, no, maybe so. This is not. Okay. Yosird of Brethania.
Incense? Offerings for the temple?
What? There's Temple of Gaun. Temple of Barath. Hangings. Sepulurach. What? Sure. Spire of the Soul Seers. Merchant. A merchant. Let's go actually on the Temple of Gaun because hope we could get some character development over there. I hope. I really do hope. Temple of Gaun, not the Sacred Stairs. I really love the music. Soundtrack is awesome. This looks lovely.
God hears your prayers, surely as I do.
Sure. As you approach, a wood elf straightens over the altar to Gaun. Her robes mark her high priestess. She arches and cracks her back loudly. Oh dear. Satisfying rings separating across her face soon after. She smiles the slight of a stranger. You are the high priestess of this temple?
Do swine stink like
Yeah,
shit?
they do. She hits you with a toothy smile, eyes glittering with amusement.
I'm guessing you're not here to worship. Then what can I do for you?
We're looking for someone. She may have been through here 4 years back.
We receive followers of the Shining God every day. You might want to speak with Nordegand over
Okay,
there.
she points at her. Who is her?
She's been here the longest and takes care to know every one of our
Sure.
faiths.
Okay. Who? Worshipper. Children of the Dawn Star. Acolyte of Aethys, so let's kill her. Acolyte. Nordegar. Hey.
Here for a meal? Just get in line, dear. Ain't no trick
Nope.
to it.
Hey, there's a lady I'm looking for. Came from Deer.
Heather waves her hands in the old woman's face, thoughts expecting cataracts she doesn't appear to have.
Short, got a bad temper. It goes by a lava Mazzy. Heard of her?
I know an Alava, but that ain't a surname.
No?
Hey, there's Josh. Josh, it shifts sideways to gone on his pipe stem.
Not real warm, that one. Stop by unannounced, you get a pistol up your nose when she answers the door.
Okay, nice. Sounds like she is expecting you.
Yeah, that's her. So she's living with her husband then?
Not that I noticed.
Hey, there exhales a surprisingly amount of air.
Huh. Must be laying low.
Just that boy of hers.
And his body goes perfectly still. Perfectly still. It seems to be in a breeze.
She's got a son? How old would you say? Like a little boy?
Ayla's eyes go wide with shock, then delight. He's watching Eder the way a cat watches a wounded mouse.
I'd be happy to help you with
Oh
the map.
no. Oh, this is getting good.
Oh, I couldn't say. It's been years. He must be a young
Oh,
man by
no.
now.
Wow, that's something. Well, thanks for your help.
Don't you want to know where to put
Yeah.
her?
Yeah, I was just about to ask.
She's in her songo, last I heard. Got a little plot of land
You
out
could
there.
go there and visit.
I guess we'll look that way then. Much obliged.
Okay, I really thought that there was something going on. Oh yeah, we don't have Shoti in here. Damn it. Yeah, I totally forgot. We changed Shoti to Miawa. Maya. What's her name? M-A-E-I. M-A-I-I-A. Me good with letters.
You know how I've been saying there's nothing more important to me than us freeing you from Barrett's
Uh-huh.
bonds? Well, I meant that. I did.
Eder's breath lingers in his chest and his mouth hangs ajar, throwing his statement into immediate doubt.
But there's this other thing I need to see about. On the way, like. I was gonna tell you.
It's about love. If I could, I would tap his shoulders and be like, it's about love. It's a journey full of obstacles. What's the one more?
Thanks. I'm not sure I could anyway.
Okay.
This woman, well, love's not the right word. But she was something to me once, back in
He pauses.
Gilded Once Theos was gone, there wasn't much keeping me in Deerwood. Thought I'd be happier in Adir, where my folks
Okay.
are gone. It was nice seeing them again. Been almost since the war.
Yeah, it's been a while.
But I didn't belong. Found I couldn't talk to anyone. Not just because of the funny way Adirans
How do they
talk.
talk? I don't even know how do they talk.
We merely swallow our food
Oh,
first.
yeah, you are an Endarian.
Over there, across the ocean, it's like nothing I'd been through ever happened. Not the war, not the legacy. Even my parents missed most of it. And I'm glad about that. But all we had to talk about was stuff from when I was a boy.
Well, yeah, nothing much other to share, I think.
Then I thought of somebody I knew I could talk to. Maybe the last person. And just like that, I was back on a boat, going the other way.
Back to where I came from.
Last I saw her, she was going to New Hayamar. Went looking for her there, only to find that she'd left a long time ago. Anyway, I don't expect you to understand. But I gotta know she ended up alright.
Sounds like she ended up with a son.
Yeah, that's something. Coming out of Deerwood during that time. When I knew her, she had another little boy, just a baby. But the legacy deprived him of a proper
Ooh.
life. I never found out what happened to him. But with the Hollowborn, you didn't have to ask.
Yeah.
Guess he got a brother, though.
There falls quiet, blinking several times before noting your continued presence. You sure you want to know where this leads?
No, but I don't see a way to let this go. Least a ways not
Okay.
now. Last time I saw Lava, we got friendly. Now she's got a son.
Hmm. This can't wait until after.
Nothing personal, but I don't know if there will be an after. Even though you may be the only one I wouldn't bet against. I followed you once when there was something you had to do to put your soul at ease. You went through a lot, but we did it. Now I'm asking you to let me see to mine.
Let's get moving. Of course.
I'll be half worried about our friends from the Reach, Maya.
They were doing fine without our help.
Saying though, go too long without release, you risk the bits getting all clogged up.
Ah, we can only watch and pray they help themselves.
So, okay. For the Republics, sure. Yeah. Lightened path. So Hasango. Okay, well we are going to Hasango. We can come actually in here when we want to. So we are gonna take the long way. Sorry guys, I'm not gonna go inspect the Brass Citadel and the Gullet. Cause it's time with that we are getting this little adventure back on its tracks. You know what I mean? I hope I won't be... No good. No pirates.
My Seraphim, is there anything you have a hard time with, aside from humility?
I reckon I'll be half handsy at most things, more so all things piratical.
If only we were all as confident in real skills as you are in imagined ones.
You'd be right surprised how far confidence will take you, lad. Well, you'd have to give it a try.
Actually, I am going to go and a little bit to that last thing of inventory management. We have to empty our stash. Because I'm just getting so much stuff.
Back for more, are you?
I'm sorry, not time to stash. That away, that and that. And that. Padded armor. I have to check on our new sharpshooter. Yes, all the crossbows. I'm not expecting I'm gonna get any like 20,000 for the Voyager. But hey, concussion bomb, eh? Nope. Yeah, one. Yep, that can go away. Loads go away. Scale armor. I'll save one. Fine greatsword. That I'm gonna save. Fine stiletto. I'm gonna save one. Yes. All these can get the frick out of my inventory. I don't even know how to... Yeah, Valiant Tricotta can go away. Principate go away. We're gonna need that someday. Lockpicks we're gonna need. Not this many axes. We're not gonna chop any wood. A pike go away. Tinder bomb. I'm gonna keep that. One great sword is good. Inventory management is love, love, love. 3,000. That's gonna be good. We have refilled everything. And what else do we do? Okay, we can go get those out of... Okay, yeah, 11. Yeah, go away. Leather armor. Yeah, hey, bye bye. 13. Yeah, 4,000. Well, great. Thank you. Thank you, much obliged. Because we do not need that much of shite in our stashes.
It is not as easy as it seems to turn a profit in Neketaka, but there is opportunity.
Nice. Back to the ship we go. And by sea we go and sail. And let's hope that we don't get in a naval battle this time. Been kind of a theme of a couple of episodes. As you ready your ship, a cloaked figure mounts the gangplank and roughly forces a burned book into your hands. Huh? They turn and departed without a word. Read. A burned book of law. The bindings of this tome reeks of smoke. A few pages remain are cindered and black, based on the few chapters head reads that survived the fire damage. This might have been a book of antique laws, now nothing more than charred relic of authority.
You crack the spine of the old book, revealing blackened pages of dense, illegible text. The words recede into the shadows the longer you focus on them.
Okay, well, I didn't expect any cinematics.
Suddenly, the page widens to eclipse the world around you. A dark void stretches out on all sides. The air full of choking fumes that carry dying embers and curling flakes of ash.
Call out, hello? Is anyone out there?
Something stirs in
Okay.
the darkness. An old woman steps
hello.
forward, leering down at you from on high. Her smile is toothy and cruel. Her cheeks warp around it like melted candle.
Well, who we got here?
I'm so glad that my messenger tracked you down. These days it's impossible to find good help.
Okay, Cartman. Veldica. Keep your distance, hag. No, we're not rude. Bow, milady.
Before you draw your weapon, know that these proceedings are under a banner of peace. If this was a trap, it would have already closed around.
I wouldn't draw my weapon. I bow to you.
While Bareth whispers in one ear and Aethys shouts in the other, I thought you could use a more seasoned perspective to drown out the noise.
I'm intrigued. What do you have in mind? So you dragged me into a blister inferno? English. What could you possibly say that I haven't heard already? Was the rules with the book really necessary? I'm intrigued, let's talk.
Don't you find it unusual how open and accessible my siblings have made themselves? After millennia of subdued whispers, now they practically scream their intentions.
Yeah.
And isn't it strange how we never bicker unless a mortal is watching?
What's your point? Gods are dramatic bunch by nature.
If we still possessed our glorious titans, my siblings and I would have put an end to Aethys and his rampage by now. While we are powerless to stop him, some of my kin wish to observe how mortals respond to this threat. They think it will shine a light on the value of our patronage.
Yeah, sure. Well, we can't actually do anything because that sucks the souls out of our bodies.
Have we raised you well enough to be self-sufficient? Or must we return to Eora and impose some corrective measures?
And if we are proven ourselves, what then? Go on.
A cross-section of society has converged on the DeadFire. Some of my kin are of an opinion that we are meant to judge mortals on the basis of their performance.
Hey, well, sure thing, Grandma. Why do you keep talking like that? You know that's really annoying when you talk like that. Why can't you talk like normal?
While the rest of us have already made up our minds on the matter.
So why do I get the feeling that you are trying to convince me of something? Inside check.
Judge for yourself. But I think you'll find my intentions are more straightforward than you think.
They're right, Granny, because I like to talk to you more than the breath.
When we ascended to godhood, we did so to provide for a savage people. Our goal was to craft a society whose values were made to last.
Sure.
Perhaps even a society that had no need of us. A naive fallacy, but one that inspired my optimistic, misguided kin.
Misguided, eh?
How you and your allies counter this threat will demonstrate whether you are competent enough to guide your own destinies, or if we need to revise our strategy.
Okay.
The soft-hearted among us are counting on you to win this existential wager. No doubt, Aethys shares their sympathies. I do not. We exist to rule over mortals. Nothing can change that.
Yeah, well, yeah.
So now you know the truth. I assume you have questions.
Close the book. We speak again. F you. I want to talk about the wheel and your raised to godhood. The gods think my actions can prove their points about mortal society. Why did you choose me to...
Whether knowingly or unintentionally, you seem to find yourself on the vanguard of change. Mortals like you come but once in a lifetime. Some would react poorly if I stripped mortals of their freedom without giving them a chance to plead their case. You have the honor of standing tall as their advocate.
Okay.
Before I return to Eora and assume my position as your deserving tyrant, you have this opportunity to prove me wrong. To demonstrate whether or not mortals are responsible enough to claim their future.
You speak as if we don't have a chance. I see.
Mortals have precious little time to decide for themselves. Will they stand together as one, or swallow their pride and bend
Well,
the knee?
mostly we are gonna swallow our pride and bend the knee.
I have every confidence that you
We speak again.
Once my position is upheld, the undecided among the gods will embrace my plan.
Okay, well... let's close the book.
Yes, I think we will. This is not the end of our discussion. You know how to find your way back to this place.
Yeah, I opened the book and read it.
Wotica nods stiffly. You feel her presence drift as a breeze, rustling as it goes.
That was pretty interesting. Vebava Tangalo. Yeah. Okay, well, nice song. Actually, let's get back to Neketaka, but we are gonna set a foot. We are gonna exit the city. There we go. We exit the city because there are apple trees. We are gonna take a little stroll, because let's see this. You came upon a wide step descent deep to the chill air radiates from the dark doorway at the bottom of the stairs. It smells faintly dust and goldstone. Search the location. 2 hours pass. Oh, that's nice. That's well, okay. A Voyager. That's a Voyager. Looks nice. Okay. Oh, we find ingredients. The Odaratara. The heck? Okay, it's a thing. That really is a thing. Keep searching. 4 hours passed. Cloak of Theocrat. +1 intellect and +1 resolve. Okay, that's a good thing. Okay. Let's keep walking, because we like walking. Fresh fruit. Thank you. Maukuto's canopy. You're cutting your way through the dense hilly jungles on the west of Neketaka when you stumble upon a small campsite that the first merely appears abandoned. 2 tents presently have collapsed, but then you see bodies. 2 corpses torn apart, mostly eaten, sprawl across the dark earth. That's the area A lot is gonna succeed. Oh, the gap was 13. The campsite has been thoroughly destroyed. The tents lie crushed as if they're under some great food. Oh dear. A kettle rests on its side, very nearly caved in a form. Okay, Aethys just spump. That's the presence of the spirits. You focus your watcher abilities, opening yourself the presence of any lingering essence. A vision tugs at you, dragging you forward like a rushing current of flooded river. You see the creatures twice at the height of a human, standing among the ruins of your campsite, eating the corpses of your fellows, vines and moss hanging on their armor of foes, a bark-covered form, lurkers. Lurkers? Lurkers are comprised as a colony of several different species of parasites. No, I don't want to read any more of that. Waves of anger and fear washes over you. Anger and fear, but also faith in Aethys returned. And with a prayer in your lips, you fire arrows from your enchanted bow, each as cold as steel. You hear a rustling sound at the right and turn your face it. The vision ends abruptly. Main tracks. I don't have. Well, it's a good thing that we have this. Okay, failure. Each print is about large as a pie, or randomly same shape. Well, let's try to search for salvage. A few hides, antlers, and a trophy lies around the camp. Okay, we found a little bit, well, fangs, antlers, and a pelt. Okay, well, more stuff to sell. A small chest buried on the collapsed tent contains a very full fresh food. Yay! Yay, we found sugar, milk, berries, water, eggs, pork, fresh fruits. That's a good thing. Finish investigation. Let's give the bodies a proper burial. The dark solid is soft, and within the couple of hours you have dug a hole deep enough to remain the lower. For the remains, you lower them into the ground and cover them, sending them to the weed. Religion. Pro-Aethisian. The faint traces of a smile from Eddar's lips. 2 hours passes. Follow the tracks. The creature seems to have pulled on no effort into hiding their tracks. You easily follow them deeper into the jungle. The path enters a clearing, and you almost walk into it without recognizing the danger. From the edge of the foliage you see numerous lurkers among the few bulbous, dank spores. The primordials remain almost entirely still, seeing no more threatening than the trees that surrounded them. Close. Sneaky, sneaky! You slink through the undergrowth. 8. And let's give them a little surprise attack, because they... I hope it wasn't Aethys, but okay.
If you told me a few years ago that I'd end up following you on another crazy errand, I'd have said you were out of your mind.
He gives you a dismissive gesture with his pipe.
Not because I got anything against you, more that trouble seems to come looking for you wherever you go.
What can I say? I'm a magnet.
Yet, here we are again, probably on our way to die.
Shut up.
Well, you already did, but me...
He cocks his head on the one side and smiles. And here we are. I couldn't go having all the fun by myself.
Oh, real nice of you to share. Someday I'll have to get you a gift.
Thank you. You are a true friend.
And wouldn't you know it, this time is shaping up to be crazier than the last
There's something accusatory behind Era's eyes.
But I gotta say, I appreciate how you've handled things. Times like these, staying decent's not as easy as it sounds. Thought you were weird at first, of course, but you've surprised me.
There is no point in any of this if I have to sacrifice my beliefs. It wasn't always been easy. Thanks.
And there's something to that. I like to think I'm the same way.
Huh.
Except I chose to believe in the goodness of a giant statue that kills everything it passes.
Yeah. Sure.
Sometimes I have second thoughts about that.
Yeah.
I've been meaning to ask, though. How is it you never seem to lose your way through all
That's
this?
a good question.
What is it tells you you're on the right path?
I have strong feelings about everything. It's complicated.
I thought it might be. Just wish it didn't have to.
Eder High heaves a sigh that sounds as if it's building up for months. His smile is tight-lipped wishful.
When I was a boy, things were simpler. Aethys was more like a character we read about in church.
I could see that being an improvement.
Well, just about anything would be at this point.
Hmm.
Well, most stories had him helping folks or making the world work as it
Okay.
should.
He adopted the smile and gently pointed the finger of coaxing parent.
You pray to him. He might help you too.
I don't think so. He lets his finger drop and smile fades.
There was no cost to it. No confusion about his will or followers taken into extremes. Following Aethys was right. Had no reason to question.
He pauses. It could be the light, but creases around his eyes, and the mouth seems no longer deeper than your memory of them.
Do you think there's any way that following him could still be the right path? After all we've seen?
Of course, even Barath wants us to follow him. It's possible if the case is just.
This better be some cause for all the damage he's done. Anyway, I didn't mean for this to get depressing. I think this was just a long way of saying I appreciate the way you've guided
Thank
things. Makes me feel like I'm doing some good going with you.
Thank you. He shakes his head with the look on his face like he just remembered a joke. Well, before the huge fight with these guys, I'm gonna leave this here. Thank you for joining me with this little adventure, and hey, leave a like, subscribe, and leave a comment. And I will see you on the next adventure. Take care, and bye bye.